Disco Show is closing over at The Link, and I'm mad about it, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll explain why it is closing. This was one of my favorite shows in Vegas. I gave it an excellent review on my YouTube channel, Mike the Vegas Guy, if you're not subscribed. But it was a very unique show. It had no seats. It was more of an experience. It was more like a dance party. And I have mentioned on this channel that I was worried about this concept because that kind of a show has not done well in Vegas historically. There were shows like Fuerza Bruta de la Guardia, where the audience had to stand up the entire time. It was just a big, empty room. That is what Disco Show is like. But it was a great show. It still is. You still have a chance to go see it for the rest of this month, but the ticket prices were too high. If the producers of this show are wondering why people weren't buying tickets, look at your own website. There was only one ticket price, and after the fees, it cost $105 per person to see this show. A show that isn't a traditional show. You don't sit down. It's more of an experience. If they had simply priced this more in line with the experiential type things in town, more like an attraction, $40 to $50 range, then people would have been able to afford to take a gamble on a show that they're not sure they might enjoy. I say repeatedly on my channel that there is no reason for any show to raise their ticket prices except for selling too many tickets. If you are sold out every night and people are trying to give you their money and you're saying, sorry, I cannot accept your money, we are sold out, then you need to raise your prices. If your show isn't selling tickets, you need to lower your prices. But the geniuses over at Spiegelworld have never grasped that concept. And what's worse is that they always try to retool the show when it isn't selling well. They never think it's the ticket prices or their own marketing or just engaging with the public better. They make cuts and changes to the show. They cut their drag queen MC character because they thought that was offending audiences. This is also what happened to another one of their best shows, Opium, that was at the Cosmopolitan. They just kept retooling the show and cutting things from the show when it wasn't doing well, instead of fixing their own ticketing problem. Please, if you still can this month, if you can afford $105 out of pocket per person, to go over to The Link and support this cast. It is a wonderful show. These hardworking people dancing and on roller skates. It's an insane show. It's so much fun, and it is a shame. It is a crime, in my opinion, that they haven't figured out how to get audiences in there to see it. Stay tuned for more of my Las Vegas hotel reviews, show reviews, and Vegas news. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy.